Did you listen to Jeff and Professor Hamo in the morning? Here's what you missed.
18 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock on this Thursday, otherwise known as
TBT.
And you know Thursdays is all about stories.
Yes.
Stories from you, our listeners. Because we believe that everybody has a story to tell. When we talk about a story a day, Thursdays is exclusively
Your story.
your story.
Yes.
And today's story, folks, I tell you, you just never know where you're going to end up. We're going to be talking to a young man who studied biochemistry at UON, no less. The
University.
Kaiser Obed, are you listening? He studied biochemistry.
Yes.
We're going to be talking to him about his story. He wanted to be a virologist.
Yes.
Virologist, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
It's just viruses.
Mutu ama virus.
Mutu ama virus.
Second class upper.
And guess what he is now? He is a makanga.
Yes.
A tout.
Magomeda. Wewe nini wewe?
We'll be talking to James Mwangi very, very shortly. In the meantime, Prof, don't forget that there is something called Fuliza from Safaricom that's a game changer and a lifesaver. Why do I say that? Because sometimes you find yourself
going from a hero to a zero takes only one flip of a second. Life changes, and the only thing you can do is to accept what you are. If you don't do that, then I bet you'll be stuck in one place and blame yourself and have thoughts that maybe you might even lead to depression. You see what guys are doing. But I bet when you accept yourself and have the strength to move on, then you can go on anywhere. So I believe my life is like a bomb. You can explode to anything. So even with my studies as a biochemist, and having my degree papers, if I don't hustle for it, if I don't work, that paper won't bring me breakfast on the table in the morning.
Lakini, you wanted to be a virologist, you?
Definitely.
When you were at campus, you were saying, Nikitoka hapa.
Yes.
I'm heading to a lab, right?
Oh, yes.
And by the way, you weren't a dumb guy, yeah? We're talking second class.
Yeah. Second class upper.
Second class upper.
This is biochemistry.
My friend.
This is biochemistry.
Where did you grow up?
I'm from Limuru. Let's call Uplands. Limuru ndio mtaa.
Kanjeve.
Uko nyumbani?
Huko Gadaite. You know Gadaite? Gadaite was my primary school, man. Yes, I'm from Gadaite. Yes, hapo next.
Acha nikupatie kitu
Yes, Gadaite. Yes.
Haya.
Saudi, if you know Saudi. That's my dad. So, but then came up, went to Gadaiti. After that, went to Ngenia High School, still up Limuru.
Yes.
And you were a smart kid. I mean, you were top.
Yeah. I had been called to Kanunga, but financial crisis a bit. So went to the day school, Ngenia High School. It was a good school, at least even for now. And then later on, got admission to the University of Nairobi.
KCSU
I had a B+. Wow. B+ in KCSU. Yeah.
So you get called to university.
Yes.
You're studying
biochemistry. Hit 4 years with excellent passing, and all along I was good. I would say I was in dump. So got my first class up, my second upper, and then I graduated. But during my school time is when now I worked in I had small hustles in and out, at least to try and build up on my health allowance. So so I did a lot of campaign works. It was a campaign season, so I did a lot of campaign works, and luckily made connections. With the connections now after graduation, I didn't wait long. I guess I was lucky at that time. Yeah, I was lucky because I didn't tarmac even for a month or so. After graduation in December, I went to work in February.
Wapi?
I went to Somalia. I got someone who had a good connection, got a contract in Somalia to construct. It was a campsite construction for the African Union and the UN in Somalia, Mogadishu. So I ventured in. At first we were told we were going to do, it's a construction farm, so nothing specific. You are told there is work, you just go, you'll be assigned your position. It was good, it was good. Comparing what one would get, my guys, when you walikuwa tumemaliza now, they would go to med reps, they would work as med reps, selling maybe in hospitals or in those pharmaceutical companies, and then you get someone told maybe they're paid 10,000 and it's commission 8,000. So I try to imagine working for 8,000 from Limuru, coming to Nairobi, doesn't even compensate your fare.
Correct.
So I saw that's an opportunity. So I left Somalia.
And what was your
risky
job
at that time?
What was your job specification, Hugo? Ukifika?
Ufika, first of all, what we did was I was made as a builder, the masons. So we would build concrete walls. We became even in the kitchen, we would work as kitchen staff. You could be anything. Tomorrow you are told you are assigned to this place, go build. The next day you are a driver, go drive the water tank and all that.
Then in Mogadishu?
Yeah, in Mogadishu.
During Vita
It was a rough time. I remember the first time, that was in 2014 now, after I graduated in 2013. I remember the first time you would even land at the airport, Mogadishu, it's so hot. And you would go crawling down like this because of the risk there. You're told, go down, you run to your camp. So it was risky at that time. These days it became safer. So I guess, and that's why they had a good pay. The more the risk, the more the money. So we just had to cope up. So I stayed there for about 3 years. For 3 years I worked.
3 years?
Yeah, for 3
But you could come home every now and then?
Yes, after every 3 months you come home for a week.
Lakini, they pay for your accommodation?
Yeah,
chakula?
Everything. It's a buffet, man. I was bigger than this.
Mayai kila siku.
Gonga. Masua yote. So it was good. It was good. You would love the feeling that you have no worries to have. Accommodation is paid for. Your air ticket is paid for. Everything is
na unado mahali.
And you have money somewhere.
Na pia ni Mogadishu, huwezi enda ati
shopping.
Au kuna mali unaenda wapi? This is the morgue itself.
This is morgue itself. In a campsite, in fact, it's like a military camp. It's enclosed. You can't go anywhere. You're locked in there. But we loved it. It was a nice experience because it made you be anything you can be to build us to some tough guy somewhere. So, but we were ready for life.
But were you ever worried about Al-Shabaab or them attacking the camp? Because when you go in there,
yeah, you would worry. Sometimes you will hear even the camp maybe a few kilometers has been hit, and the bomb when it hits, man, you have to go down until everything shakes up. So you would fear, you would have that fear, but then you're like, even if I fear this, death will get you anyway. Even when you're home, you're driving, you'll die. So you're like, I'm up for this. So when do you stay? So after the contract is when we came back home. The contract at least was terminated. Now the few guys who are international guys, they tried to replace them as peace was growing in Somalia. So now the UN started advocating for companies to start recruiting local staff. So now the international guys started being maybe repatriated now back. So we came back home, and that was in 2017 January. So we came back. But even after that, I had also gotten, it was a 2 contract. I had 2 contracts within that period. So I worked with AMISOM in the recreation facility. So I worked with them, and also after now they started bringing us back. I was still in AMISOM. I was a supervisor. I had grown to the level of a supervisor in their facility. So, but then I came back home. It was good money for that time. So
you come back home 3 years later, unado kwa mfuko.
Yes.
And you're wondering, what do I do now? So, how do I invest this?
Definitely. That was another season in life because I had maybe very few friends around because I hadn't been there for that long time, and the friends that you had are maybe the school old boys and girls. So after coming back, I had one mind, maybe I wanted to invest in a recreation facility or something for leisure. So I settled in for a pub, a restaurant and a bar. So which I invested heavily, had all my focus in it. So all my savings that I had focused on it. I invested in it. That was in Banana, in Kiambu County now. But the shock of it, after a period of 6 months planning, investing, building up, setting up everything, we were now getting to the elections, and now we had our governor Ferdinand Waititu
Yes.
as our governor. He is our governor. I'm glad at least he was in. But then it all brought a lot of things changed for us.
How come?
With his alcoholic
The fight.
the fight
Yes.
against in Kiambu. Every bar owner in Kiambu was now terrorized. You became like a terrorist in Kiambu.
What?
But I bet with the change of guard now from the previous regime to now the new regime, with the laws that were enacted and enforced without any consultations or anything. So after setting up, then we were told there is no bar that can be located either near a residential place or near a school, or even you shouldn't have more than 5 bars in one town. So anyone who was setting up, licenses were not issued any longer. So you'd go and try to ask for a license. You're told no, you can get a license. There is no license committee. You had to wait. They had to be set up. So it became a whole frustrating issue. You are paying rent when your business is not working. So for over 6 months, you paid rent when there is nothing you can do.
Had your business started at all?
It hadn't started.
You were still building and getting ready and all that?
For over 6 months, I built it to something. It was a good place. It was a good place.
What was it called?
It was to be called Prestige.
Not even given it a name.
It hadn't been even registered. I was trying to seek the licenses, but I couldn't.
Umeweka pombe, umeweka
TV
zote, screens ziko juu,
lounge umetenda,
lounge zote. It was set up. It consumed all my savings, but my mind was set to it. So when now we had the guys said you can be issued with a license. So they came and at least the place was vandalized. It was vandalized.
Oh no.
You come the next day, you are trying to see now this was a whole business and now it's gone.
Tell us, how much did you invest in it? Do you remember, plus minus?
Yeah, it was almost 250,000. Yeah.
Now, did you have a watchman? Did you have security? You look an inside job.
It was an inside job. At least I hadn't secured any watchman because we were still building, so it wasn't not even opened up. So no one knew what was going on in there. But now when you went to the county, they know there is a business trying to come up. And with the competition around, because there were other bars around. So the guys didn't want, because they saw me as a risk now.
And a threat. You're a threat.
Yeah, so I bet they facilitated the issue and also the vandalization. So that's how it all went down. And now you start from zero again.
Sasa her savings imeenda.
3 years in Somalia, invested in Asia.
Hakuna vile unaweza pata licenses.
It's difficult to go back to biochemistry.
Yes, because hii miaka umekuwa nje ya biochemistry.
Now you can go back again.
No.
It's like a refresher course. You have to do a refresher.
How did you feel, James? What was going through your mind at this time? Were you feeling a lot of, frustration?
It was more than frustration, because that meant a whole life to me. So everything came to a standstill to me. I had been away from home. I stay away from home. So I would sit alone. I would sit alone in the house. I stayed in the house for about 2 months. Couldn't get out. Couldn't do anything. You just think how comes. So sat in the house for 2 months. All by on just sitting. If I had to go out, is maybe get a KDF hapo nje, kuja napika kahawa na kaa chini, watch TV unakaa, you just sit. It was a whole season of stress, distress, and you can talk to people.
Did you start? I don't know if you drink or not, but did you get into the alcohol or what people do?
I'm not that kind of a drinker. I kind of try to stay away from it, though I take, but that time I could go and sit. I could just buy and put in the house, just sit on your own. You try to think, you can sleep. So it was a whole that 2 months, I guess, it turned things. So later on ndivyo nikaanza kutokea naongea na wasee. So now I couldn't even go to Banana. I didn't want to see what remained, what was left of it. So I even told the landlord, chukua tu hiyo nyumba nimemaliza nayo. So it came to an end. I have not gone to that place ever again up to this day. Yeah, so I just left it that way. So later on now nikaanza kutokea, I talk to guys, you make friends, you would go for tea, you talk to guys, nasikiza wazee wakiongea hapo. So when life started picking up, so luckily I got someone who was a close friend of mine, and we started doing fruits. So we would go get some fruits. We'd go to as far as my Mahio, who would even sell fruits there. Sometimes we would do even water. You buy water in these crates and then you go sell it in one piece. So you buy a crate 250, you sell one at 30 bob, you still make money.
And you could hustle.
Yeah, you start hustling. I could do anything. I could sell anything. I would be OLX. If you need a phone, I'll get you one. Which phone do you need? I'll OLX it. Try to get someone who has it na kuletea. So that was the hustle now.
See mambo ya kuiba, see mambo ya, you know, this is legitimate stuff.
Yes.
My God. So you,
na huyu ni mtu akona reason zote za kuiba. Kwa sababu amenyang'anywa. Huyu ni mtu amenyang'anywa miaka yake yote.
Na ametoka Somalia.
Alafu unakuja unamnyang'anya. Unaiba. You had every reason kuharibika. But you said no, mimi nitauza maji nitafanya.
What kept you going, James? I mean, because people your age, we would resort to either drinking, drugs, stealing, all those kinds of things. What kept you going?
I bet I have a son. I have a son called Jason. And every time I would sit and think, now if I get to this to do anything wrong, then I bet I'll be the worst father for him. He was young at least that time, I guess it was only 2 months. So he kept me going at least, even to this day. He says, it's for my son.
How old is he now?
Now he's only 1 year, getting 1 year now. Yeah. So I'm glad. And also, I bet life teaches you things from the way I was brought up, even at that young age. My dad used to do well, but my mom suffered from cancer before she passed on. So over that season also, my father experienced a difficult situation in life. And I would watch him. I was informed too by then, but I still remember I would fight, and you see his struggle. He would sell everything in the house just to keep her going. So I had every reason to be strong. Every reason to be strong. Yeah.
So now the Makanga bit, when did that start? And how did you go about that?
Now with the talking, I went to Limuru. I would go kwa stage and talk to guys, and I had a friend of mine who we did business. I was to sell. He had a hotel, so he wanted to dispose it because it wasn't making money. So I talked to him. I told, I can get you someone who can buy this thing. So we made a deal. I katafta mse, and he bought it. So in the repayment period now is when we started now talking. And what do you do? Me niko hapa stage, naenda na hii gari. Kama that's nice. Sasa na tunatafuta mtu wa kuweka magari hapa stage. Hakuna mtu, kuna jamaa alienda aliibia customer hapa akae. So with the stories now, you start talking to people and then you're like, but I think I can do that. So these guys wanalipa, gari ikiweka unaachiwa 50 bob. So you can make at least 500 in a day, na hata utembei mbali.
Niko tu hapa.
Na niko hapa, sina kazi. So I told her, okay, I'll think of it. The next day nikampigia, hey boss, nimefikiria hiyo kitu.
Niko na
naweza fanya hiyo kazi. Kwanza hata nilikuwa nimeifanya mahali kwingine.
Sasa Mogadishu ulijaza maroli. Umefanya hizo.
So I can do this thing. I can do this thing. So that's how it started. I told her, si basi kuja kesho asubuhi. Then ukuje ufanyiwe ka orientation hapo na wasee, kuwe na sauti.
Orientation.
Orientation.
Ya sauti.
James, now humor me. You're at the stage. How do you call people? Wakuja wapande hii. Just do it for us.
I know it's one difficult thing. And guys, if there are guys who really hustle in a difficult way.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
sauti ni kipawa. Yeah, wase.
What?
You have noise from every vehicle. Beep, 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 pop, pop. Another sound is screaming that side.
Yes.
Another one is on this side. And you have to convince someone who is about 500 meters from there. Nakuona wewe Nairobi. Shirini tao. It's hard. Guys, you scream. The first time I remember the first day, I lost my voice.
What?
I went for a day and the next day I couldn't say. I don't know. Orientation. Hey, sauti ikapotea.
Yeah.
But with time I came to pick it up, and I bet I'm one person who had been used to the social life, because I had also sometimes I could teach even in a school. There was during my my school life in during our long holidays I could go and teach. So I had been used to public speaking and stuff, so it became easy. But now the worst thing, the biggest challenge even wasn't the job, it was the people. Because the guys who I'm interacting with are guys who know me. Guys maybe who know my background, who know my education status, guys who have seen me maybe do well sometimes in life. And now they see you kwa stage, kwa makanga. Naita watu and they're like, James? So I had a name, was called CEO. The people still refer to me as CEO.
CEO.
When you CEO?
Yeah. So, but it came from James Mwangi now.
Oh yeah.
CEO was the name. Mtan naitwa CEO. So very few guys know me as James Mwangi. Most of my friends maybe knew me as CEO or know me up to this day as CEO. So with the name status and then nanipata kwa stage, you're like, oh, what is this guy doing? So very few understood my situation. And I tell you, friends, if you can't keep a close friend, you're not friends with people only when in your good times. Look out for your friends. Even uko mtaani, look out for someone. Not just when they are marrying and going partying and stuff. Look out for your friends. Sometimes people go through rough times in life, and you just assume kimona nje unaona huyu ako sawa, wako fiti.
Ndani.
People are suffering, man. People are going through hell, and they don't even need a help. They just need someone to talk to. Yeah. So,
did this make you embarrassed? Did it make you feel, oh goodness? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, it really did. It really bothered me for almost that whole span of a week or so. But with time I came to understand, even if I stay home, no one comes to knock and ask you, are you alright? Are you okay? So I need this 50 bob, I need this 100 bob. So the first time nikaenda kwa stage and I'm like, nimeweka gari mbili tatu, niko na 150 kwa mfuko. I can go have a cup of tea, I can have lunch, I can have supper by the end of the day. I'm like, this thing is good, this stuff is nice. So with time I came to become became the expert hapo.
Sasa ndio mwenye nyumba.
Say orientation sasa ni mimi mwenye shimo.
By the way, what route is that?
That is 115, Everbest Sacco. That's the team that I work with. Everbest Sacco. Limuru Nairobi. Koja Express. Gari kutosimama. Hiyo ndio inaitwa non-express. Ikitoa mabawa. Ai Nairobi. Funga mshipi twende. That's the route, man.
So how many would you fill in a day, CEO?
No, for the biggest challenge always is we are 3 of us. Kwa hiyo shimo sasa tuko watatu. So kagari kakiweka maybe mnaachua 50, so you see mna divide
by 3.
Maybe you would have hata mkiweka gari 50 hivi, maybe 10 ndizo zako ama 15 hivi, or maybe 20. So in a day you would make roughly 500 or something. So with that you at least umekula na bado kuna kamshande pale kidogo. So with every month you can make some good money. At least it makes me pay my rent, pay my dues, and still survive around. So it's not much, but it's good for now, I would say. Instead of staying just idle.
Do you think of ever becoming a virologist? Does it come through your mind? Because you studied this subject, you passed very well. Is it still in your mind, or have you given up on that part of your life?
I never give up. For me, there is no end to any journey that you take. It's just a journey. It's just a journey that I am in. That's always what I say. And the destination is not marked. So my virology dream is still there. I still hope, still pray one day I'll get into the lab and be that virologist.
How old are you now?
I'm turning 30 years here now.
This year?
Yeah.
Bado ako sawa.
Ako fit.
Sio, uko sawa.
Sio ako BA.
But I always say, life is like a bomb. You can explode to anything. I know a friend of mine who is Anita Ray. I heard her stories the other day. She's nothing in this thing, but she's beautiful. Yeah.
Anita Ray. Are you listening, Anita Ray? Are you listening?
She's good. She's good. So I say I can explode to anything. In Somalia, I was a logistics officer. I would do any logistics work. I could be a driver in anything. So you can explode to anything. I can be in the lab. I can be the guy sourcing the items for the lab in the logistics work.
Yes.
So life can give you just a whole opportunity, it's a whole land of opportunity.
You have such a great attitude, my friend. A great, wonderful attitude, and one which it can be infectious. This virus of yours, I hope it can infect a whole bunch of young people, because out there, my friend, and I'm sure you've seen it for yourself, there's a lot of hopelessness out there.
I tell you.
Young people your age are either drunkards,
or
they are thieves, or combination of the two.
Complaining, ako ndio kwa kitu kwa
Kakondani.
Unaona? Kwanza hiyo limuru iko na shida sana. Mtu yuko 21 amekunywa hiyo pombe, anakaa mzee.
Anakaa 51.
Unamwendea na opinion unataka kumpatia hope. Kwa sababu anakaa mzee. Kile mpuzi na utoka
unamwambia mzee unaenda tao. Mzee ni babako. That's how they are, I tell you. Yeah.
What has been the biggest challenge in your present job? What has been?
I bet my greatest challenge is the people I meet, the people I interact with, because most of the time, especially our customers, you'll always see that Makanga as the rough guy, the thief to be cautious of, that you don't want to be roughed up by these guys. But I bet I have handled the situation in very few of the guys who don't know me. Maybe we'll tell maybe I'm a graduate or something like that. But people will always note, that guy is good, that guy is good. So you'll always get back the comments from some other guys, that guy is good. So, but I have tried to inculcate that spirit of respect, discipline, and at least the way you approach people. Because you never know who you are handling.
You never know. You could handle the real CEO of equity. You never know.
You're oriented into it. Kupitia Somali, Mogadishu.
Sikia hiyo maneno.
Hata kuna mtu amesema hapa, I like this guy. He will go far. His son and mine share the same name. We have a lot in common, but hiyo ya Somali bado. Hata anatafuta ni wapi. You see, that was the front row seat.
You did. Absolutely. John Gurugwe, he's in Doha, Qatar. He says, getting into the MetaFit class with my earphones on, can't afford to miss this. Huyo ni mtu wa home, Limuru. Guru, you see how you people travel? Somalia, Doha. Yes. Gongu Kiani says, James Mwangi, such a positive soul. My life is like a bomb, it can explode into anything. He's quoting you there. Only move all the way in Calgary, Canada. She says, you could still be a virologist today. Do not give up. One time your dream will come to pass and you will enjoy it. Big up, big up.
Moses Kimngetich. What a story. James has grabbed my attention. You should be a guidance and counselor.
Absolutely.
And I think ndio kitu anafanya.
It's the attitude, man. It's a good attitude.
Iko na virus una spread. You're spreading a good virus.
Your virology.
The lab is your world.
The lab is here. The lab can be anything. I tell you.
And I'm sure you encounter a lot of your Rika age mates who have no hope.
Definitely.
No hope for tomorrow.
Guys drink. Guys The only thing they think of is the drinking. The thing that was in the newspaper the other day, the Kupel.
Yes.
Guys in Limuru take it like, I really pity our generation. Because guys tend to revert their depression into things that doesn't help them in any way. They'll never help them. The drinking spree and the kind of drinks that these guys are taking. The cheap liquor around, guys. So it doesn't take you anywhere. You get drunk for a minute and you're gone.
Boss.
The problems are still there. You don't change anything. But if you stay sober, the problem is there. You face it, you tackle it, you find a solution for it. You'll go far. It doesn't stick there.
Imagine ungekuwa mlevi, ungesikia kuna gari hapa, kuna shimo. Ungesikia hiyo story ya shimo hapa, kuna shimo.
Ungekuwa umefukuzwa. Umefukuzwa.
Ungekuwa ulitolewa.
Yeah.
Are you on social media, James?
Yes.
Go on.
I'm Kenya Daima.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're Kenya Daima?
Kenya, Mwangi Mkenya.
Mwangi Mkenya.
Mwangi Mkenya.
Let's look for this man.
Hako hapa.
Yeah. I'm your follow every single time. Yesterday you had a yes.
Yes, jana niliongea kukuhusu hapa.
Yes, we had you with the rugby guy.
Yes, I did.
I love rugby.
Oh, you do, huh?
I love rugby.
Oh,
we
man.
have a Limuru club. The photos that I sent you.
Yes.
I'm the guy that are training those kids.
Allah.
Yes.
Hey, we are going to go with you today.
We had the guy from KRFU, Mutai, right?
Yes.
It was a good conversation.
It was, huh?
Good conversation.
At least we are trying to upgrade the team. I had a lady from KRU, Ola. She was a director there, and she has a team, the development rugby team. I guess she told me to come in and help her also in the administration of the club, and also because it's a school-based. Maybe that will be the kind of the other part of the hustle that I'll engage myself in.
Yeah.
So try to bring up the kids to rugby, both in schools and in the machinery.
CEO, if you were granted a wish today, if someone was to grant you one wish, what would it be?
I want to do my biology advancement in studies. It's the one thing I hope I'll do.
You still think it'll happen, huh?
Definitely. It's a player.
You haven't given up?
I haven't given up. Man.
And the prayer has already been answered. Because
that's half the game. Bus.
The spirit around you.
The virus is spreading.
Yes.
That's my order.
Hakuna haja ukue na makaratasi na upuzi kwa longo.
Exactly.
Sure, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
I think you have taught a lot of people today, not just humility, but never giving up. Never giving up.
And we have
30-year-old, he's 29.
Sisi ni watu wa complain. Every day we are complaining.
Si jalala ya kutosha. Hii kahawa haina sukari. Stupid things.
People like kipuzi.
Look at this man.
Definitely, man.
I wish there were, just 100 more of him.
Imagine.
100 more, we would change this whole country.
Kabisa.
You know what I'm saying?
We need more. Unajua bana ni stories zile tunasikiaga. Wale ni wapuzi ndio tunasikiaga. They are given the front row seat.
Gazeti zimejaa corruption kila time. We have billions and billions money getting wasted by people who don't care about our future. Look at our country. We have over 25% of the population 15 to 24 years of age. If you increase that bracket to around 35, that's almost over 40% of the population. And people are still thinking of these old guys being in offices, never wanting to let go. If I don't know.
There's something, unajua ni vizuri tuseme hivi. Vile tunapatana na guest. Saa zingine guest anaingia hapa 20 minutes imebakia. Kwa hour yake. Do you know me asubuhi nikitoka hapa just before 6 5:45 nateremka hapo chini. Nakutana naambiwa guest wenu amekuja. Mpaka nikazidi 5:45 kwani amefukuzwa na watu. Ni shida gani imetoa huyu guest? But hiyo kitu imenifanya nikajiuliza kama yeye ni opportunity ya kutupigia tu story yake. But amechukulia hivyo. That alone told me something,
Niliamka kitambo, it was hitting my mind. I usually wake up early, venye stokangi kwa nyumba, but I'm always up by 3. So by the time I was leaving, nimetoka kitu saa 10. Limuru. So nikakuja, at least coming, I realized something funny. It's sweet to come to town
at that time. Yeah, it is good.
Very fast, very fast.
No traffic.
No traffic, no noise, nothing.
This is a little off the topic, but it's still part of the job description. This new Wayaki way, that's what you take, right? Wayaki way.
Yes.
Ikwaje, how is it coming?
Oh, for the moment right now, it's
easy diversion, see?
Yes. Very that thing is to come to completion. How people will love it. People will love it.
Seriously,
definitely. I'm hopeful of that.
Yeah.
It will be the big change.
But right now, are you guys inconvenienced? Mukifika hapo inaitwaje 87 Udhiru, Kangemi,
Kabete. It's taking over 2 hours to come to town from Limuru.
That's ridiculous.
You spend over 2 hours and 2 hours and a half.
It should be less than 30 minutes, right?
Yes. You spend over 2 hours and a half to Nairobi.
One way.
Imagine ukuja tena stage, ukae kabla uweke watu, then you're back to Limuru. Get the whole jam stuck. Even as during the day, 10, 11, 12, still stuck.
How much is the fare now from Limuru to Nairobi?
The best thing with our fare prices is that it's never constant.
So hata
Limuru saizi kukuja tao kutoka Limuru. So as time progresses, by saa 5 unakuta imefika 8, 7. By saa 6, saa 7 ni 50.
Same route.
Yeah, same route, same distance, same vehicles.
Half price.
Half price. Sometimes even when the traffic is there, it's 150 from Limuru.
Kulingana na vile
demand and supply.
Na kukinyesha?
Kukinyesha, when it rains, it's stuck. Guys in Limuru don't travel when it's raining. I don't know why.
Yeah?
They don't travel.
Yeah, you read soil.
Saizo wameenda kwa shamba sasa. Kukinyesha, they don't travel to Nairobi. Very few.
Major Jones Obiero says, good interview with JMO. You don't have to bring a celeb or someone who has done big in society. Sometimes bring people like James who can resonate well with the masses. That small someone, I am impressed.
Oh, yes.
Well done. Thank you, Major Jones. We should listen more. We always bring people with their own stories. Always. We love these stories.
Augustine Alsina. What a story. One. Oh my God. We have strong people. That guy is one of them. CEO.
Cheers, man.
Okay, as a 29-year-old, what advice would you give your generation, James? What do you tell them? You know, Wakuuko, they're listening, but, you know, they're still not convinced. They still think, oh, the world is against them, their parents are against them, their life is against them, nobody loves them. What do you tell them, James?
I believe life is what you take it to be. And the moment people will start accepting who they are, where they are at that moment, then you can focus on the future. Because it's a journey anywhere. I laughed at some guy. He's a professor in a group that deals with those guys, with those scientists. He told me, you know one thing, I'm also not sure where I want to be. He's already a professor. He has a PhD. But he tells you, I'm not sure where I want to be. But you're like, guy, you have done all these things and you're still not sure where you want to be. So I'm sure life is always a journey, wherever you are. And only when you accept your status at that moment, then you can be anything. You are a compass. You can go north, you can go east, west, south. But if you just decide to stay there, you will sit there, no progress, nothing will change. Guys get wasted in drugs. Guy gets wasted in peer pressure and all this stuff. And at the end last, the guy either kills himself, dies, doing nothing, absolutely nothing.
And having achieved nothing.
Nothing at all.
Will be forgotten just like a fart in the wind.
That's the saddest thing.
Brian Sitene anauliza, Twitter handle yako tena ni gani, please?
Mwangi Mkenya.
Mwangi Mkenya. That's his Twitter handle. His name is James Mwangi. They know him as CEO in the streets. And he is a biochemistry second upper graduate. And he still wants to study virology, folks. And I believe, and I really believe, this thing's gonna happen.
It is. It has already happened.
James, it's gonna happen, and you're gonna come here as Professor James Mwangi.
Oh yes, the CEO.
PhD. Honestly, man, you have a fantastic attitude, and thank you so much for coming to talk to us here.
Yes.
And to millions of people out there. We need this kind of talk every now and then.
Oh, cheers. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here, man.
James Mwangi, folks, remember that name. PhD, CEO.
Yes.
And if you're on the 115 route,
Yes.
For best sucker. Nairobi beba.
this is what we call a story.
Yes.
Oh, salamu.
Ni salamu, salama nimeshakana. Ndio salama ni kitu kingine.
Hiyo ni salami.
No, salama. Hata nakwambia ongea. Nakwambia salama ni nini?
Okay. CEO.
Kwa watu wote wa
Endelea.
Ever best sako watu wote na wasalimia sana zaidi. Wakagoro the great man and my fellow colleague hapo kwa hiyo shimo ya Limuru 115. Josephine, madam wetu wa power. Huyo tena Su. Mwalimu kule Igwamete Primary School. Pokea salamu zote kwa wingi na wasikilizaji wote Kenya mzima na wasalimia.
Kabisa, that's CEO.
Yo.
We'll end with this tweet by Gracie. His attitude and spirit are truly inspiring. May God make your dreams come true.
Catch Jeff Koinange and Professor Hamo every day, Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on Hot 96.